now let's go meet some of the attendees at this march that took place in front of the Libya High Commission.
Okay, my name is Mimi and I work in immigration and I'm also a fashion stylist. I'm here to talk about slavery in modern day. Like, how are we talking about slavery and modern day slavery in 2017? How is it still happening to my people? Like, it's really sad to think in 21st century, it hurts my soul to even think we're talking about slavery and enslaving people, collecting organs from black people in 2017. Shame on you, Libya. Shame on you. Like, Black Lives Matter. This is my brothers and sisters. This is someone's children. This is family talking about here. And you're enslaving our people in Africa. It's shameful. This is not just the Europe. This is Africa. It's shameful and it's disgusting. Shame on you, Libya.
I'm Tia, I'm from Manchester and I'm here today to protest against slavery in Libya. I think it's awful that's happening and it's just really sad to see what's going on and how society hasn't recognised this in a long time. And also the people who have been taking the pictures, and watching this happen. I think that we need to acknowledge what's happening in this dreadful time and come together as one and fight against slavery in Libya.
Okay, this is Mikey Red, and I'm here over the atrocities that's taking place in Libya right now, right? I'm a radio DJ, and I have a lot of followers on Facebook, and I tell the whole of them to come here today because what's going on in Libya is not right. It's intolerable, you know? And the people that they have there from all over Africa are looking for progress, not to be put into captivity and made slaves of. We have to come out here and say something. The white media are not interested because there's no gold and diamonds for them to have. So we must stand up for our people in Africa, in Libya, and get them free because this is intolerable. We cannot take this situation no longer. I'm glad to see such a big turnout here, and this is just the beginning, because if it doesn't stop, we will have to take more severe measures to fix this, because it can't go on like this. Slavery is 18th and 19th century, not 21st century. It has to stop, and it has to stop now.
Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm an independent journalist, and I came here today to see what everyone was going to come here and say about this slavery that's going on in Libya. The overall opinion that I've gathered from today is that slavery is not just going on in Libya, it's going on all across the world, and we are trying to bring attention to the fact that this is happening. Lots of people have come together today. It's been really nice. We've had dancers, singers, people that are passionate talking about they want an end to this human crisis. So it's been really good to see people come together and express their passion for what they want in the world to end.
Okay, welcome back. If you just joined us, we're talking about the enslavement of black people in Libya. My studio guest is Swala from Africa Life Matters. Again, wonderful attendance. People were very vocal. You know, we got so much people wanted to talk to us about the situation. And one thing about the march as well is that people from different walks of life, people from different countries came together to unite. So once again, well done to you for that. Whoever was part of destroying Libya, the Americans and all the other people you mentioned, what do you feel they need to be doing right now?
Well, obviously, there's been in America. There's been a change of government since that happened, and so whether the new government is very interested in what happened before, it's a matter for them.
Well, if America destroyed Libya, whichever government who comes in power should still be understanding that it was done under the flag of America. Exactly. And should be still take interest in that.
Yes, we hope so. Yeah. You know, we know that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton were very, very active in removing Gaddafi. You know, so what was their real interest in that, and the fact that they don't really want to do much about it now. I say they, I mean the governments. What kind of vested interest do they have in Libya? Maybe they don't want to ruffle the feathers of the acting government there now because of maybe oil contracts that they have and stuff like that. So it looks like it could be it is a bit of a delicate situation, but it needs to be tackled, and it needs to be tackled properly. So yeah, they've caused this mess. They need to do something about it. It's kind of a similar situation to Iraq. They caused the mess in Iraq, and people. The country is still in a mess, so it's just going around causing problems and not addressing them, and it has to stop somewhere. Top down.
Okay. I mean, like as your organization right now, is it a situation of the people need to take part in governance, and we want to be part of the development of our people? Would that be part of what you believe you should be achieving?
Yes, as I mentioned, we are starting an initiative for volunteers from the diaspora of Africa to go back to their respective countries, or even a country that they've never been to before, to give them transferable skills. There's a lack of job opportunities there. People are hungry, to do something for themselves. That's why they take themselves up and travel and get trafficked and spend lots of money to try and get to Europe. If they had the same opportunities at home to build up a business, to do something, then they wouldn't have to risk their lives doing that. So what we're trying to do is get people that have skills to go back, even if it's hairdressing or something, that someone could build a business, tailoring, business skills, to go to Nigeria or any other country, and we're going to work with the colleges and universities to have a kind of apprenticeships as well, where people can be placed in existing companies, get some experience and keep them there. If they want to travel, let them travel around Africa to other countries that they can use their transferable skills. They don't have to come to Europe. If they came here, they would realize that it's not all what it's cracked up to be. People have to work really hard as well. It's cold, even the money that you're getting, you have to pay more for your rent, the electricity, council tax. They don't think about these things. It's only when they get here and they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize. So it's educating them to show that, there are people sleeping on the streets in England as well. Don't come here and think that everything is going to be great for you. And keeping them at home to build up their economies there. And I think that the governments need to get involved in that as well. However, we don't want this to be any kind of NGO, sort of like a government initiative. We're doing it with African Lives Matter, directly for the people, with the people.
Okay. So if someone had a skill and willing to, work with you, I want to go to Nigeria and impact some of my media knowledge. How does that work?
Well, they would. Yes, so very soon on our website we'll have a volunteers page where they can put their details, their skills, what they can offer, how many weeks they can spend, which countries they would be interested in volunteering in. Then we would contact them, and then we would see where best to place them, which college, university. It could be like they have technical skills, and there's a lot of outcry for IT and technology in Nigeria, so that would be really, really amazing. I keep saying Nigeria, it's not just for Nigeria, it's just because I'm from Nigeria. Transferable skills, it's anything. It's just the willingness to help, even if somebody has a skill as a public speaker, that would be amazing as well, so that people can actually learn a skill to go and speak to other people, to transfer their own skills, which is important as well. So, and this will be, that's why we need funding or voluntary donations, because we will fund the people to actually go and do this. So we'll have to provide them with accommodation and flights, etc. So it'll be completely sponsored by African Lives Matter.
Thank you. It's very, 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 very nice. I've gotten what I wanted out of it. I was just wondering, how would it work? How would I get myself there? How would I survive? But you'd be looking after all those things. Okay.
Definitely.
On that note, we're gonna go meet some of the speakers at the march.
This is not a one-day protest. This is not a one-day protest. We have to be organized. We have to be very very, very specific in knowing what we want. Now, anybody can talk about NATO, anybody can talk about France, Britain and America. What I know is that for over 1,000 years, Arab conquest of North Africa has meant the exploitation of Africans. That is without NATO and Britain, even before they got involved. We must speak the truth and we must be prepared to confront the truth. So I propose on AfricanLivesMatter.org that we consult the 5-point plan, which aims to immediately get Africans out who want to return to their homelands from Libya. We also aim, in order to put an end to this, to prosecute for crimes against humanity those who have perpetrated this crime. You can't just let the people go home without hunting down these devils and all those who are completing in it. The Hague has to take responsibility. The International Criminal Court has to hunt down the people who perpetrated this and the people who are behind this. That's what we want to lobby our MPs to do. We must get our forces inside, African forces, inside Libya. And then we must go after the perpetrators of this once and for all.
Yes, greetings in the name of our ancestors, yeah, and to the divine force of the universe, the omnipotent being that which is greater than ourselves. We are down here supporting the demonstration into the enslavement of our brothers and sisters. You know, the thing that bothers me the most is that our African leaders in Africa seem to be silent about this, yeah, right? And you know, you seem to have a lot of mouth when other races have atrocities to them. You're so vocal and you're so supportive, but when it comes to your own people, your people that look just like you, on the mouth, on the quiet, yeah, the Arabs are invaders in Africa, period. Yeah, they're invaders in Africa. They're not indigenous to the homeland. So the fact that they're there, them should have give thanks. Remember that the British government, the French and the Americans, they said they invaded Libya because Gaddafi was killing his people. Yet them now no invasion force for what the atrocities that is happening to our people. But I expect that from them. What I don't expect is our governments to be quiet. The manganese of Africans has been going on for over a millennium. The first invaders of Africa, the Ixosis, them come in a year, 785 before the Common Era, until them was expelled. And then now we have the Romans, the Greeks, yeah? All these people them trying to destroy African people. But the worst thing, Africans, is that we're destroying ourselves. We have to rise up and realize it doesn't matter what religious doctrine we have adopted or that has been imposed on us and that we now perpetuate. Look at the many of them Africans that they're killing. They're Muslims themselves, but they don't see them as equals. And so the manganese continues. Don't make this be one day of demonstration. That we come out here in one day and then we make up nice and then we'll go back home and in our warm house and we're quiet and we don't get involved in liberation movement struggle. We do injustice to people like Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, Angela Davis, Kwame Nkrumah. These people them that fought for our liberation, and look, you see them attacking man like Mugabe, calling him a despot, and Africans stand next to them and say that. They don't talk about their leaders like that. You don't hear them defecate their leaders with them words, yet we do it. And so Africans, it's our time in this moment to do what we have to do, because the struggle is long.
It's a great honor to be amongst all of these wonderful people who are showing their disdain against the wickedness that's taking place in Libya. The way forward is for us to fall in love with each other as black people, put our differences aside and come together as brothers and sisters, and for African leaders to put their petty differences aside and also see themselves as brothers and sisters and form what Muammar Gaddafi was trying to encourage them to form, which is the United States of Africa.